the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Here's Burrow to throw right away. He gets it complete to Harris. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
First carry for Najee Harris. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First down. Here's Burrow. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down.
Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now Burrow on first down.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down.
Burrow. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Now a first down carry for Harris.
To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow.
And it's caught.
And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The quick slant, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up fourth. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now the Steelers are going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Burrow will throw. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Here's Johnson with a reception.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3.
Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Mahomes now to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt, his second sack of the night.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dancing to his left. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Harris is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
That's what it is. That's what it is, baby. Let's rock and roll. Every week. Showtime, baby. Once again, we got to get it done. What's the deal, y'all? Let's ride out, baby. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Here's Mahomes. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll go with the option, coming right, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Johnson's got it complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run for the first time with James Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes swinging this out wide here for Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Let's do this, man. Come on, baby, rock and roll. Let's go, figure out what we gotta do here.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. First down, here's Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
17 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And it's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On
first down. This is McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. The kick by Gould is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
You ready to roll? Let's go, boys. Let's roll. It's game time. It's one more time, baby. We can't reach it. What's the deal? Turn it up.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And Diggs has it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. They will throw on first down with Burrow. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 44-yard line.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second and 7. And Burrow going to throw again. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
Here's Burrow. That completes it again to Metcalf. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. He hits Adams complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into.
Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle from 8 yards out. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Step up right now. Yeah, go right now. That's right. Get it! Get it! Bring it! Let's do it! Let's go do it!
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right?
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it. And I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
To kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Burrow's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. He's got a man, complete, and out across midfield down to the 45. 36 yards on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. McCaffrey running up the middle. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now Burrow on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here we go.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Davante Adams from 6 yards away. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 17, Bills 14.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Do your thing. Let's be perfect. It's showtime, baby. Let's go to the field. What we gotta do here. Bring it. Bring it. Don't wait for nobody else to make it. You make the play. Come get it, baby.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down 17-14. A minute 53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mahomes to throw it. He gets this complete to Diggs. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock, but I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Cook.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Mahomes. That's taken in by Knox.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mahomes.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Trying to hurry to the line on the very outskirts of field goal range. Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mahomes to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills have tied the game here in the fourth. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, McCaffrey shifts past him at the 45. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw, Burrow. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The kick by Gold is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
It's showtime, baby.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
From the 36, Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there in overtime. 62 yards. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before. And we've seen guys, maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
But Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.